Hi, welcome to my law channel. My name is Shannon. I'm a third year law student and I'm going to be discussing 5 things that I wish I knew before I started law school. So the first thing that I would say is it's not always about being smart. It's much more about how you think. A big part of law school is learning how to understand the wording of cases and legislation, and at first this can feel really difficult as it's such a different style of reading. It's something that I really struggled with. I just could not understand sort of the wording that they used, but honestly it really does get easier the more you do it. So the more you practice reading legal material, the more natural it becomes, and eventually you start spotting key points much faster. So the second tip that I wish I knew is having a structured plan for each module. This sort of builds on the previous tip. Having a proper system for each module helps so much. Keeping your notes, your lecture slides, cases and deadlines all in an organised place will make such a huge difference. Law school can get really overwhelming pretty quickly when everything feels scattered, which was something I really struggled with when I first started. But if you stay organised from the start, it will help you keep up to date, feel more in control and avoid the last minute panic when deadlines or exams come around. When it comes to note taking, especially at the start, I feel like a lot of students kind of collect information rather than actually learning it. That's something that I did, so I just keep reading and then just copying it down without actually understanding what I was learning. And I ended up with pages of notes, not really understanding any of it. So it's much better to focus on the quality of your notes, really trying to understand what it is that you want to know. Make sure that you keep things clear and concise. And basically writing notes that will be useful when you want to come back to it and revise later. Another thing that I wish I knew is that imposter syndrome is really common. Law school can feel really intense, especially at the beginning. When I first started law school, I felt like everyone else around me knew what they were doing and I was just completely lost. I thought that the work was just too hard and that I weren't cut out for it really. But honestly, most people feel like that, and the more that I've kind of stuck at it and didn't give up, the more that I've learned, and you become more confident in yourself and you know that you can do it. And the last tip that I wish I knew is utilising YouTube videos on the module that I'd be learning about. So for example, when I studied criminal law, sometimes I'd go to the lectures and I'd kind of listen to what the lecturer was saying, but I didn't sort of take the information in. So when I'd go home, I'd look at my notes and I'd search for the topic on YouTube, because hearing it back and hearing someone break it down simply really helped. Also, sometimes reading the textbooks can just be too much. It's just too much going in at once. So making sure to look at videos, it's really helpful, and it can be one of the quickest ways to understand something better. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please like and subscribe.